I oversee initiatives, mostly relating to psychology. He's spent lifetimes corrupting this city. He'd rather make London a crater than agree to step down. No, he's a parasite and should be treated... Excellent. The fate of London is yours to bear, friend. From what I've heard, you're more than capable of doing this. So do it with conviction. Good. May the cards fall in your favor. Here's a time detonation device. Attach it to the explosives you place under the box. Ideally, time it for when the games start. That's when you can be sure Smythe is up there. Indeed. I don't plan to stick around.
Hey, can we talk? Oh.
I oversee initiatives. He's spent... No. Are you some kind of fool? You would forego the chance to rid the world of the man who caused you so much pain? Why? I'm disappointed you can't see past your moral purity. Many more people will die if Smythe remains alive. Fine. Your refusal means nothing. You won't stop this from happening. One way or another, Smythe will die at that tournament. A backup plan is already in motion. And I don't plan to stick around.
Hey, can we talk? Well... we're mates, right? Well, mates know stuff about their mates, and stuff. Or at least, that's how I've seen mates act. Like how mates know each other's favourite colour and that. Just friend stuff, you know? Well, like how there's a real reason why I wanted to get out of my gym so bad. I started feeling a certain way down there that I've felt before. Have you ever felt like something punched a hole in your chest, and no matter what you do, it keeps getting bigger? Like all you know how to do is punch, but punching the way you're punching is only reminding you of when punching made you feel sad and scared, and you're stuck punching that way anyway. And then it feels like there's no way out, and that hole in your chest just keeps getting bigger and bigger until it swallows everything. Does this make any sense to you? Probably not. I must sound stupid. Yeah, I guess that is what it is. That sounds about right. But there's more to it. When I first started punching as a kid, I did it out of fear. Fear of bullies at first. But later, fear of survival. I did things I never think about, because they make me feel that way again. Being stuck down in that basement gym, punching people, hurting people, that don't deserve it for no good reason. It took me back to a dark place. Last time I felt that, oh God. Never mind. I don't think I should say. Okay. I think I can, too. Well, that feeling got so bad, I'd do anything to make it stop. So I did the only thing I could think of. I tried to hang myself from the biggest tree I could find. But I'm so big and stupid, I couldn't even do that right. When I was gasping for my last breaths, I heard a loud snapping sound and I blacked out. I woke up on the ground with a big bruise and a broken noose around my neck. And I never took it off. Talk to who? I had no mates, no family. Nobody cares what a big, scary monster like me feels. I just had to make it stop. I didn't know what else to do. But I thought you should know that since we're mates and all, ever since I joined up with you, I feel a lot better. There's something about punching alongside your mate that feels right. Like I'm punching for the right reasons. I don't know. Eventually, maybe. Don't really like thinking about it. What matters is we did join forces, and I feel better than I ever have. Yeah, me too. Anyway, enough sad. Let's get back to work.
Look where you're going.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
Hello, young pup. I got a new story here. Fancy a read? Here you go. Oh, that's kind of you. I'll keep doing more in style then. I've got some other stories I want to write down. I might even share them around if the lads are interested. If you hang around, wouldn't hurt none. We need the numbers.
Remain calm if you are injured.
Keep that freak at arm's length, you understand me?
Protect and survive.
I were on duty when that train came out of ground. I wonder if anyone were on it.
It must be horrible to live in places without luxury.
Welcome, esteemed guests, to the most spectacular event of the year. Jousts, duels, and archery. The finest of old world entertainment. I didn't quite see it. Hold it out for me. Just hand me ticket. You are hereby invited to the 2076 Annual Socialist Conference. Blah, blah, blah. Bring your own refreshments. I take it you don't have a ticket? Then I'm under no obligation to let you in, I'm afraid. All spectators must purchase tickets in advance. It's within my powers to make the occasional exception, yes. Though, of course, you'd have to do something for me first. Very reasonable, I'd say. The task shouldn't be too difficult. That robot, Guido, they call him, Protectron model. He is the bane of my existence. Really is. I've had enough of his pamphleteering. Make some of the guests uncomfortable. Convince him to leave. Perhaps you can make him see the error of his ways. Try to sow a seed of doubt in his circuits. He is sentient, after all. Oh, also, try learning about the fifth column first. See what he'll tell you. How dare you accuse me? I'm a professional. I'd sniff out an assassin from a mile away. Absolutely not. It's not his fault you were programmed that way. His brain does bad things without his permission. With all honesty, I'm not too sure. This is by far the oddest event I've greeted for. Supposedly there's an important guest attending, but no one knows who. My first guess would be the Prime Minister. But then, why all the secrecy? Don't worry. I must mind the gap and all that. If you're heading outside the walls, might want to stock up on weaponry first.
Greetings. I hope you're enjoying your evening. Please read this material when you have the time. A better future is possible, comrade. Back the 5th column. The 5th column is everything the gentry isn't. We fight for the downtrodden, rather than the rich and powerful. We are the bastion of justice in these dark times. The glorious Eve Varney, of course. Mistress is the paradigm of leadership. To restore London to its former glory, and build a great and bountiful empire from its ashes. We are always recruiting, friend. Visit our headquarters on Cable Street. Affirmative. Guido will... Affirmative. Guido will return to his mistress. Protect and survive.
What's that smell? Oh, it's you.
How'd you do that?
This is not what I signed up for when I joined the orchestra, but it beats waiting around. Shouldn't you be in Eastminster with the other thugs?
In a hurry? If you don't live here, you're a nobody. Got it?
If you don't live here, you're a nobody. Got it?
No begging. I don't got any handouts.
Wait! Please don't go just yet. I've been waiting for someone like you. I understand this might sound rather dramatic, but you are my only hope. Me? My name is Alsop, Clive Alsop, and I'm a composer. I dabble in a genre many call classical music, though I prefer more accurate terms like poetic or profoundly life-changing. Ever since I was a child, I've dreamed of performing my compositions to those noble tastemakers at the BBM. As they say, if you can make it at the BBM, you can make it anywhere. I can't really hum it for you, but trust me, it's perfect for the BBM. You see, me and my orchestra, we came here in the hopes of spotting a BBM producer and handing them our tape. So far, we've been here for weeks and have had no such luck. But the time for action is nigh, the denouement, as it were. And once I saw you, I knew you were the perfect person for the job. Someone who can help us get into the BBM and gently force them to listen to our tape. As you can see, conducting is not conducive to muscle gain. Me and my orchestra lack advanced weaponry. You do not. And let's just say I know a thing or two about security inside the BBM and how hostile they can be. Now, not from personal experience, of course. I'd never try to break into the BBM. No, sir. Why, just look at your heavily confident demeanor. If you're not a classical fan, what are you supposed to be? A common thug? You're not a thug, are you? Besides, the alternative is just to sit around and wait, and I think me and my orchestra have had enough of that. What the world needs now, more than anything, is great music, and I believe we can provide that. How about the satisfaction in knowing you have become an integral part of British culture for generations to come? I knew you'd appreciate it. But just to ensure you won't change your mind, I'll also phone some tickets. Now, I've heard from reputable personal sources that the BBM is heavily guarded by robotic security. So let's try to keep all violence to a strictly non-human basis. Pardon the pun, but you look like you need some conducting. Well, I wouldn't know. Because pardon the pun, but you look like you need some conducting. Well, I wouldn't know. Simple.
Life at the top is immensely satisfying.
I live in fear knowing you people can reproduce.
These folks don't know what they're missing. The thrill of danger being around every corner.
Protect and survive.
Am I invisible?
Am I invisible?
Or are you an invalid?
Or are you an invalid?
Which is it?
Is it?
Excuse me, sir. May I trouble you for a moment? My mistress, Miss Penelope Shah, wishes to meet you. At your earliest convenience, of course. You may find her at this address.
Hold up. Get ready to fight. What a fight. Nice work. Make sure you check the back pockets. Don't make me have to find you. Bullets won't save you now. We're holding back. I didn't hear the bell.
finished. You're finished.
I'm gonna knock you into space.
In a hurry? An important meeting, perhaps? I think not.
Huzzah! We did it! What did we do again? Hello, whoever you are. I'm Clive Alsop. I'm a composer, and I want you all to listen to my tape.
Wait, is that what this is about? A bloody demo tape? Good God.
It's more than just a demo tape. It's my future, miss. Who are you again?
Patel Rayner, station manager. I'm the one who turned off those robots before they ripped you apart. Do you know how long it'll take me to fix them?
I apologize, Miss Rayner, but you have to understand. I did this because I live for classical music. Please give us a chance.
I live in fear, knowing you people can reproduce.
Ah, fine. Come inside. And stop hitting things.
So, you're this Alsop sword, eh? Funny. You don't look depressed enough to be a composer.
I'm Clive Alsop, the mastermind behind this entire affair. Could I please speak to Mr.
Am I
Fortworth?
invisible? Before you get all hyper, there's something you should know. Which is it? Bradley Fortworth. He doesn't really exist.
I beg your pardon?
Well, at least not like you and me. See the giant machine behind me? That's Bradley Fortworth. He's a living, breathing computer. Always has been. We can't tell him what to play because he has a mind of his own. Heck, we don't even know how to turn him off. Lost the manual a couple years back.
So, does this mean all of this was for nothing?
Not exactly. I can still play your tape for him, but at the end of the day, he's the boss. I just push some buttons.
What a conundrum. My problem isn't to do with the revelation, and more to do with, well, you see, during our fight with the robots, I tried to perform a strategic maneuver, most commonly known as a rush attack. And while performing said maneuver, I slipped and fell right upon my side. Luckily, something in my pocket softened my fall. Unluckily, that something was the demo tape. Not on me, no. Thankfully, I do know where we can find a copy of the tape. Months ago, I sent one to Empire Records in the hopes of obtaining a record deal. In fact, their complete lack of a response is what spurred me to come here to the BBM. I want you to go to their store in Lewisham and recover my tape. They never replied to my many letters requesting the tape be returned, so they've either gone out of business or they're ignoring me out of spite. Either way, the tape is there. I'm not sure how I feel, other than blindsided. In retrospect, I should have known there was something strange going on in this hallowed institution. My family has been listening to Bradley for 3 generations. People don't live that long nowadays. I want you to go to... They never reply. I would love to, but I'm afraid I need to stay here and make sure... I'm sure Miss Rayner will understand after... Good luck!
So you're Alsop's little helper. Funny, you don't look like the BBM kind. Our fans are much older and frailer. Not a good listener, are you? Like I said, I'm Patel Rayner, station manager. The other four are janitors. Don't need a lot of people when you're boss. Upkeep, mostly. Fort Worth's in control of everything. I just make sure nobody bothers him. I spend most of my time fixing up our security robots or reading fan mail. Don't have... Beats my previous job. Used to be a mechanic at a junk shop in Eastminster. Here, I get to make my own hours and nobody... most of the time. Why? You want to be arrested? I'm not doing it because it's a huge bother. Too much paperwork to fill. Since forever. Story goes that he was built before the bombs fell as a safeguard. Something to keep Britain informed during the apocalypse. They connected him to the country's early alarm system. Bradley actually went online 2 minutes before the bomb sirens rang out. Anyway, they built him to be obsessed with keeping Britain moving forward. Keep calm, carry on, all that shit. We don't. He was built to operate on very little energy, and his chamber can survive a direct nuclear blast. Like I said, he's got a mind of his own. We can input news and tapes, but he chooses what's greatest artificial mind ever built, and it spends 24 hours a day playing music for old codgers. Yeah, sure.
Bradley Fort Worth here, and welcome to the BBM, performing our duty for Queen and country. It's time for classical music. The best kind of music, if I do say so myself. Oh, how I love the sound of culture in the morning. Let us enjoy Richard Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries.
Like that. It's over.
I'm thinking of composing a new piece. The Wayfarer's Opera. Welcome back to the BBM, friend.
I love fighting these things, like fighting wax paint.
What more can be said? That was Richard Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries. Many believe there to be a hidden melody in the following tune. I say we should all learn to be content with what we have. Up next, Edward Elgar's Nimrod.
The wrong fight. Fuck yeah!
Last mistake! Last mistake! I didn't even last a full round. Whoa.
Directly from the Enigma Variations, that was Edward Elgar's Nimrod. It is said the elephant is the most loyal of creatures, a quality that Camille Saint-Saëns perfectly captured in this next piece from the Carnival of the Animals. Just heard Camille Saint-Saëns the Elephant, part of his peculiar Carnival of Animals. This next piece was requested by Mary Navala, who dreams of being as beautiful as Scheherazade. There are shops here in London which can make your dreams come true, Mary. For you, here is the Sea and Sinbad Show.
Hello, mate. Want to read my latest story? Here it is. I've been sharing this around, and lots of the folks here have liked it.
Flagship, composed by Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov. This next piece by Tchaikovsky reminds us of the hard-won British freedoms we enjoy every day, and how we must preserve them as they are. This is the Marsha Slav.
Thanks for the tip, mate. I'll try that out. It's hard work, this. But I'm enjoying it. It's like I've found a voice I've never had before. And it brings back other memories, too. Gives me more I want to write about.
much meant for the free man. That was Masha Slav by Tchaikovsky. I once had the pleasure of watching a performance of this next piece at the Royal Queen's Ball. May its beauty transcend space and time. Up next, it's the Swan Lake finale.
What's that smell? Oh, it's you.
haunting, yet poignant at the same time. You just heard Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake finale. Chopin composed the following piece when he was only 20. May that factoid remind you there is no time like tomorrow. Here is Nocturne in E-flat major, number 2, opus 9.
There's nothing better than relaxing to the sound of the BBM. I can't believe it! Is that it? Yes, yes it is! My precious tape, you found it! Thank you so much, friend. You have my gratitude and my... No, words aren't enough. You deserve more, and more you shall get. I want you to present the tape to Fort Worth. And when he asks for a name, tell him it is called Ode to the Wayfarer. Now go forth into Bradley's chamber, friend. It's time to play the music, and I believe you should have the honor. Perhaps he's been programmed to look past superficial imperfections and see the true emotional core of one's work. In other words, I want to give you the honor of presenting the tape. Headed to Fort Worth. Miss Rayner told me he'll ask you. Good luck!
You have questions? Read the paper.
Welcome, good fellow, to the BBM. We're so happy to have you here. Thank you for the tape. I've just processed it, but I cannot add it to my programming. Not yet. First, I need to know if your piece is worthy of being entered into Britain's cultural history. Answer me, composer. Why did you compose this track? What was your main inspiration? What made you want to become a composer? What emotion do you associate with your composition? Congratulations! I have determined your work to be a worthy addition to the British cultural canon. You can now rest easy and know that your Ode to the Wayfarer will be played for eons to come, perpetuating our great empire's foothold across the globe.
I'm thinking of composing a new piece. Do you hear that joyful noise? That's my music, and it's playing in the BBM! Oh, but since... Here you go. May this ode henceforth guide you, Wayfarer.
What's it you want now? It might shock you to hear this, but I'm not a fan of classical music. Besides, isn't it more... Go for it. Yeah, sure. Still can't believe our song is playing on the BBM. Am I invisible?
In a hurry?
Or are you
an important meeting, perhaps?
Which is it?
I think not.
Good of you to come. My name is Penelope Shah, and you are quite interesting. Flattery is a refined art, one I fear you require more practice of. But no matter, we shall make do. I have a proposal for one such as you. Suspicion is not a feature you should flaunt. It is a rare thing, someone from the boroughs being admitted to Westminster. People gossip, and where there is gossip, there is opportunity. Curiosity is an admirable trait. I shall happily oblige. I am the heiress to the Shah fortune, and a respectable member, or at least I was respectable, alas. Your inquisitive nature does you credit. Indeed, had I been as inquiring as you, perhaps I would not be here today, on the verge of irrelevancy. Fortune favors the bold, as they say. My proposal is this. I shall help you become respectable. Being respectable is about having respectable friends and acquaintances. If I can work a miracle on you, then my social standing shall also improve. I'll be honest. A series of bad calls led me to be somewhat shunned in gentry circles. In order to re-enter high society, I need at least one respectable friend I can name drop. I've been keeping my eye out for a promising individual such as yourself, to elevate using the only resource I have left, my fortune. You are in Westminster. Appearances are everything. Perhaps out there in the boroughs, yes. But in Westminster, it takes more. Do you have any investments? Connections? Collections? Or I don't mean to offend. Merely to say that while you have that certain... Without delay, the first thing you must do is acquire a house. Nothing is more disreputable than a homeless vagrant. Then you must be seen supporting a cause. Only the dissolute believe in nothing. Finally, you must join a members' club. Respectability is about the peers you surround yourself with. Do all of this, and you will reap social rewards in no time. And naturally, my place in high society will be restored. If you're worried about the cost of this venture, do not. If there's one thing I still possess, it's a fantastic fortune, but it's gosh to be seeing. Let us both rise up together.
gonna rip
Where
your
on
head
earth
off.
did you come from?
Down your neck.
Oh, man! No more?
Yes, quite a lovely facade.
People have a negative attitude. That's what's stopping them.
Pardon me, sir. Hi. I am here to take care of the bill on Miss Shah's behalf. My mistress is willing to cover any costs incurred beyond your meager means, but it is asked you do not rack up an astronomical fee. I'm not paid enough.
I'm in touch with humanity.
I'm not your friend, commoner.
Pardon me, sir. Polite as ever. I am here to take care of my miss... Ah, you finally understand. I'm not paid enough. Pardon me, sir. Yes. I am here to take care of the bill, my mistress. Good. You're finally learning.
I beg your pardon. I didn't see you there. It takes a sharp eye to spot the diamonds in the cesspool. I think that's how that phrase goes. Never was a man of words myself. But I pride myself on my keen senses and architectural sensibility. An eyesore? Well, on closer inspection, I suppose. Yes, now that you mention it, under that pseudo-Georgian veneer, it does seem rather run-down, neo-romantic Tudor, doesn't it? Have my senses dulled with age? Graham Moldbean, it seems you've lost your touch. Well, no need to waste any more time. Yeah, good day.
It must be horrible to live in places without luxury.
Yes? Can I help you? Speculation. Property is the way to prosperity, you know. I am certainly doing better than yourself in that regard. Yes. I see what you mean. I suppose I don't need another house. One mustn't be greedy after all.
Life at the top is immensely satisfying.
Can I take your name? Then we can begin the auction. You're here for the house, correct? I'll need your name for the... Well, first we have Miss Penny Copperfield. The Copperfields aren't the wealthiest sort, but they are tenacious about land speculation. Next is Mr. Graham Silverman, reasonably well-to-do, and of course well-known in art circles for his refined tastes. He's just very keen on architecture. And Goldie Richmond is here as well. I trust she requires no introduction. I can see I was mistaken. If you must ask, she's wealthier than you. Let me know when you... If I see one more up-and-comer peasant, I'll go mad.
Yes, quite a lovely facade. Nothing special, I'll level with you. I don't really want this house. What I want is the prestige of owning this house. Good location, respectable neighborhood, access to the right station. That's a combination that screams taste and discretion. I simply must have it. Oh, not abandoned, merely temporarily unpossessed. Oh God, please don't tell me there was another run on bowler hats. Excuse me. People have a negative attitude. That's what's stopping them.
You gotta teach me that someday.
Maybe I'll visit outside the walls sometime. See how the other half live. Can I take your name? Then we can begin the auction. Thank you. If you will take...
What's that smell? Oh, it's you.
Thank you all for coming to the auction of this lovely house in need of renovation. Oh, it's just you, then. Well, no sense in bidding then, is there? I can't sell it to you for less than 1,000 tickets, I'm sorry. I suppose it would be. Oh well, then it shall remain. Well, I'm done for. Good day to you.
Pardon me, sir. Hi. I am here to take care. My mistress is willing to come. Good. You're...
I do hope Father is proud of me. Can I take your name? Then we can begin the auction. You're here for the house, correct? Well, first, next is Mr. and Goldie. I can... Let me know when...
People have a negative attitude. I beg your pardon, I didn't see you there. It takes a shot, but I pride. An eyesore? Yes, it does have my... Graham, well...
Yes? Can I help you? Speculation. Property is... yeah, I suppose I don't...
Yes, quite a lovely... Nothing special. I level with good location. That's a... Oh, not abandoned. Nothing. I level with good location. That's a... Luckily, there can only be one. Oh God.
What's that smell? Oh, it's... it's you. Can I take your name? Then we can begin the auction. Thank you, if you will. In a hurry? An important meeting, perhaps? I think not.
I'm in touch with humanity.
I live in fear knowing you people. Am I invisible or are you an invalid? Which is it?
If I see one more up-and-comer peasant, I'll go mad.
Thank you all for coming to the auction of this lovely house in need of renovation. Oh, it's just you, then? Well, no sense in bidding, then, is there? I can't sell it to you for less than 1,000 tickets, I'm sorry.
More violent this next fight.
Very well. 800. Sold. Pleasure doing. I'll see your man about the fee. Here's the deed to the property, and here's the key. Good day to you. It must be horrible to live in places without luxury.
If you are looking for a place to stay, try the 2 Westminster Chen. They're open to commoners.
Life at the top is immensely satisfying.
Maybe I'll visit outside the walls sometime. See how the other half live.
I heard the news. Good. I'm not sure how much longer I could last around an unhoused person and still retain any status whatsoever. I'm rather miffed my man had to dip into my own funds, but I'll let it slide. Your next burden is a triviality. You must find a worthy cause to support. When I say worthy, it must be a fashionable cause. There are 3 causes in vogue at the moment: the rationists, the 99ers, and the suffragists. I suggest you go to Wellington Arch. There are a number of rallies being held there as we speak. Ask around. Get a feel for which cause is least likely to become embroiled in controversy, and sign up.
Have you ever left Westminster? The whole city smells like urine.
Look, just leave me alone. You're bothering me.
Don't say anything. Not a word. I'm about to make a pitch that will change your life. The well-being of the environment is one of the most important issues of our generation, right? Don't answer that. I already know what you're going to say. Oh, it doesn't affect me. Yes, it does. The environment is like all around us. It totally affects everything, including us. So let's get down to business. What is the biggest problem the environment faces? Don't answer that. I'll tell ya. The answer is stuff. Yes, more stuff equals more pollution. So, if we reverse the logic on that one, less stuff equals less pollution. So, we must cut down on stuff. And what stuff do we, here in Westminster, use the most? That's right, paper and typewriter ink. But why do we use such resources in abundance? To what end? To write stuff, of course. So then, adding all logic together, we must write less stuff to save the environment. So all in all, in conclusion, we must reduce the maximum sentence for indentured labour from 100 years to 99 years. Isn't it obvious? 99 is 2 characters. 100 is 3. We'd be saving 1 character every time a person is given a maximum sentence for indentured labour. Think of all the ink and paper we'd save. I knew you'd get it. Between you and me, some people just don't have the faculty. Have a think about my pitch.
People have a negative attitude. That's what's stopping them.
You there. You look malnourished. Who could blame you? We all are. With the government's current ration program, we are in a nearly constant state of almost being full. This is unacceptable. What do you say, friend? Will you join us? We are agitating to add an extra tea cake to the weekly ration cards. It is crucial for the health and well-being of Westminster residents. Let's strive for a day where we are in a constant state of being full, but never too full. Do spread the...
Hi. Actually, legally, we're the suffragist. There's only one of us. Me. We seek to give the Thames folk the right to vote in elections. As long as they're Westminster residents, of course, I'm not radical or anything. Really? That was nice of her. Thanks for your time.
I'm in touch with humanity.